Welcome back everyone, my name is Token D Rock here with another video. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. In today's video we're going to be talking about more regulation coming to fiat pegged stablecoins, talking about big money entering the space now and possibly in the coming weeks and months, as well as some more bullish crypto and Bitcoin news. First things first, we got to hop in the market, take a look at what's happening before our eyes. Bitcoin dominance is at 46%. Bitcoin has been pretty volatile these past 24-48 hours. So if you're thinking of buying some crypto, Bitcoin may be your best choice. Everything in the market follows Bitcoin for the most part. If Bitcoin goes to 30K, all these altcoins are going to be dragged down along with it. So if you're going to buy any alts, spread out those buys, dollar cost average, you know the routine. So our first bit of crypto news comes out of Japan. Japan is reportedly taking action to scrutinize crypto globally. The Japanese Ministry of Finance is hiring more staff to develop stricter global rules for digital currencies, particularly fiat-pegged stablecoins. These fiat-pegged stablecoins are a type of cryptocurrency pegged to assets or fiat currency such as the United States dollar. Just for your information, that's what they are. What we are hearing from Japan is essentially a reiteration of the concerns we've heard from G7 as well as G20 group regulators that are all calling for greater regulations for fiat-pegged stablecoins. They kind of see that they're losing control with these fiat-pegged stablecoins, hence why they're asking for more regulation, and that is also why we are seeing around the world central banks are pushing central bank digital currencies or CBDCs, the digital versions of national fiat currencies, to maintain control over money supply. You have U.S. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell saying just this past Wednesday that a U.S. CBDC would cut the need for private options like Bitcoin and stablecoins. Last week, People's Bank of China Deputy Governor Fen Yifei argued that the rapid development of private payment systems is very alarming, warning that stablecoins pose a serious threat to global financial and settlement systems. So essentially, governments as well as regulators are getting concerned about the massive adoption of fiat-pegged stablecoins, and to combat that, they are pushing the central bank digital currencies or the CBDCs to maintain control over the money. So temporarily this might put a bearish sentiment in the market, but regulation long term isn't all that bad. I'm not the biggest regulation guy, but I do recognize some regulation is needed. In other news, we have the People's Bank of China citing cryptocurrency as an important context for the digital yuan's development, and revealed that the digital currency will use smart contracts to allow for programmability. They also single out in their white paper key innovations such as big data, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, blockchain, and the Internet of Things. The bank noted that the COVID-19 pandemic has markedly sped up the digital transformation of Chinese enterprises and payment services. I think that can be said about any country around the world. I mean, this pandemic forced businesses to close if they didn't comply with the rules and regulations, meaning big box stores were able to remain open by and large. Small businesses were shuttered. Because of the pandemic, people are kind of afraid of exchanging coins or cash dollars to avoid transmission person to person. And since people are locked inside in their homes, they have to rely on giants like Amazon, and they can pay digitally right there. So the pandemic has kind of sped the process up for every country. To act like it's just in China's kind of BS. They also have to talk crap about Bitcoin and crypto like they always do. Cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin are claimed to be decentralized and entirely anonymous. However, given their lack of intrinsic value, acute price fluctuations, low trading efficiencies, and huge energy consumption, they can hardly serve as currencies used in daily economic activities. In addition, cryptocurrencies are mostly speculative instruments and therefore pose potential risks to financial security and social stability. Again, just more FUD from China. It's just a load of BS at this point, in my opinion, because it's like, if it was so bad, you wouldn't be mining it all these years. Other news, PayPal increases crypto purchase limits on the weekly from $20,000 to $100,000. The company claims the move was aimed at giving users more choice and flexibility in purchasing cryptocurrency. The platform has been expanding its features for crypto users since last year, partnering with Coinbase to allow crypto purchases through the major exchange, while the PayPal-owned payments firm Venmo launched crypto trading in April. Before the Venmo announcement, CEO Dan Schulman said he expected the average monthly volume for crypto transactions on PayPal to reach $200 million in a matter of months. In my opinion, this is kind of a move to get more wealthy investors in the space. Hey, you're not limited to $20,000 in crypto transactions in 1 week. You can throw $100,000 into the game if you're feeling lucky. You know, while things are low, might as well incentivize these wealthy investors to hop in the space. So why not lift our purchase limit from $20,000 a week to $100,000 a week? That's just my personal opinion / take from this. Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. So the co-creator of Dogecoin took to Twitter earlier this week, blasting the entire crypto industry, arguing that crypto is an inherently right-wing, hyper-capitalistic technology. Oh boy. Designed for a combination of tax avoidance, diminished regulatory oversight, and artificially enforced scarcity. In 2018, Jackson Palmer predicted that the industry is rapidly racing towards an oversaturation of cryptocurrencies to the point that their value and utility inversely approaches zero. Well, Brian Armstrong, co-founder and CEO of Coinbase, took to Twitter to address Jackson Palmer, and on a Twitter thread on Thursday, Armstrong pointed out that some of the biggest benefits of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, stressing that crypto is simply providing an alternative for people who want more freedom. He emphasized that one's stance on the crypto industry depends on a perspective, elaborating that the people who want more control from financial regulators are free to enjoy the traditional fiat system, but crypto is a much-needed breath of fresh air for those who believe that the government's solutions are often inefficient, overpromised, or under-delivered, Armstrong noted. Armstrong went on to say that credit investor laws are a good example. They were created with the best intentions to protect regular people from scams, a noble idea at heart, but what has been the actual result? They've often made it illegal to get rich via investment unless you're already rich. He also said this is part of why Bitcoin has made so many people wealthy. It was not a security, so regular people could invest early on. He concludes that crypto creates wealth mobility and more equality of opportunity for everyone, stressing that everyone can choose the system that works best for them. He recognizes that crypto is not going to solve the wealth inequality problem. It's not trying to create the same outcome for everyone. With a mission to create an open financial system for the world, Coinbase is known for its no politics stance, officially taken in late 2020. So overall, very bullish stuff coming out of Coinbase CEO and co-founder Brian Armstrong. I like the way this man thinks. In other news, we have a Tennessee city wanting to accept property tax payments in Bitcoin. Jackson, Tennessee Mayor Scott Conger believes that Bitcoin is the only solution to fix inflation and the US dollar devaluation. He announced late Thursday that the city's blockchain task force has launched a study on potential methods to accept property tax payments in Bitcoin in the city. The blockchain group will also explore how to allow employees to dollar cost average Bitcoin or purchase smaller amounts of Bitcoin over regular time intervals. Dollar cost averaging Bitcoin purchases are considered to be the best strategy for accumulating Bitcoin. Multiple studies confirmed. Conger earlier took to Twitter to blast ongoing inflation and the US dollar devaluation, arguing that Bitcoin is the only one fix for this. Why do we accept inflation? Why don't we demand more from our federal government? 6.3% inflation in 2 years, 172.8% inflation in my lifetime. Every year, our dollar is worth less. There's no rebound. There's only one fix for this. ... Hashtag Bitcoin. The latest announcement brings an update to Jackson's broader crypto-related plans announced by Conger in April. The city has been actively exploring options to pay city employees in cryptocurrency, adopting Bitcoin mining operations, and adding Bitcoin to the city's balance sheet. Conger previously hinted that the city could also be looking to enable payments in several other digital currencies like Ether and Litecoin. And as previously reported, Mayor Conger followed in the similar steps of Miami Mayor Francis Suarez, who has been pushing the city of Miami to adopt tax and salary payments in Bitcoin. Conger is also known for adopting Laser Eyes, a part of the crypto community's flash mob, supporting Bitcoin's potential price surge up to $100,000. In other news, we have Michael Saylor talking about how he doesn't think Bitcoin is ever going to be a currency in the United States ever. He kind of views it as another form of property. When asked if he thought Bitcoin was a threat to the United States dollar, Michael Saylor replied by saying, "I would call it a digital property. It's a threat to property. It's particularly a threat to other forms of property. Gold is property. Real estate is property. I don't think the United States government is threatened by real estate or buildings or companies or gold." The comments follow on from Saylor's assertions earlier this week on Scott Melker's Wolf of All Streets podcast, in which he stated that I don't really think that Bitcoin's going to be a currency in the US ever, nor do I think it should be. And what it's doing is it's demonetizing other forms of property. He added, as he outlined, that people are now weighing up whether to purchase Bitcoin instead of opting for traditional investments such as real estate, stocks, starting a business, or buying gold. Microstrategy has been gradually accumulating Bitcoin since August 2020, and the firm now holds 105,085 Bitcoin, worth around $3.3 billion at today's prices. Saylor also told Brunel that even if Bitcoin crashes in the short term, MicroStrategy has no intention to sell and is prepared for the volatility that will occur in the future. He emphasized the key is to hodl through periods of market downturn and FUD, and he pointed to the giants in the tech space such as former Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer, who didn't sell his stocks when the price crashed in the past. What was the brilliant thing that Steve Ballmer did in order to be worth $100 billion? You know, he didn't sell Microsoft. Saylor also referenced a quote from Warren Buffett that asserts that if you aren't willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes, and cited that even Amazon stock has recovered from 80% crashes in the past. One iPhone 12 in 100 years will be worth nothing, so the product that Apple is selling isn't going to last 1,000 years. The product that Bitcoin is selling is 1/21 millionth of all the money in the world. That doesn't have to change. It just has to not break. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Capital Group buys 12% of MicroStrategy shares. There's some speculation that this could be what's needed to kickstart bullish momentum for Bitcoin. But at this current point in time, it's all speculation. I've got a video that I'd like you guys to check out. I'm going to link it down below in the description box. Basically, Michael Saylor breaks down the different types of crypto assets in the crypto space. I learned a thing or two from the video. I found it to be very informative. So if it was informative for me, I'm sure it'll be informative for you too. It'll be down below in the description box, so check it out. That about does it for today's video, everyone. If you enjoyed the video and learned something new, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Got some links down below for you to check out. Got a link to that Michael Saylor clip that I was talking about down below. Earn some passive income on the crypto you're hodling long term via BlockFi and Celsius. Get trading today with Binance US. Stay up to date with crypto prices via CoinMarketCap. Stay up to date with your favorite altcoin events. via CoinMarketCal. Follow us over on our Facebook group for occasional callouts, things of that nature. And I hope all of you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.